All right, how are we doing? Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. This needs to be named something else. Um, uh, our first. I can't spell. First pod.
It's up right now, basically.
What'd you say? It
Yes.
is. Oh, bet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the Fortnite thing for a second, but
Yep.
it
Yeah, yeah,
changed.
yeah. It should be. Oh, fuck me. Where'd it go? And it's still named that, right? Our first podcast.
I think so.
All right. So now let's go here. Let's go here.
But yeah, we are on stream.
Can you hear us? Am I too loud? Or are you
Is
too
it
loud that
private?
it can shut down?
Uh,
That I
the
can
delay
hear.
isn't too bad.
Mm-mm.
Just kind of surprising me. Well, actually,
Well, the delay should be like a
No,
little bit off. Like,
the delay isn't gonna be that bad.
like, yeah. Actually, the lag isn't too bad at all.
No, no, no. It's not gonna be bad for after a minute. Just it's I gotta figure out. Now it's just about figuring out why I can't.
Okay, I fuck with it, bro. It's looking pretty nice, actually.
Good. Your camera has been occupied by other apps. Please release the privileges and try again. You're fucking kidding me.
Um,
what does it look like?
Noah, you could always join in from your phone on the Zoom call.
Oh, true though. Man, you are a beast. Hold on, bro.
Wait, does it only like go on one screen at a time?
But you need to not leave it
I can. I
from
can.
your
I can change it to a
computer.
grid, right?
What do you mean?
I can change it so that I can see both of you at the same time.
Okay,
Is that possible?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It should be.
Alright, that's what
When
I'm
you
gonna do.
search, it says Fortnite with the Strictly Squad, but once you click on it, the title updates.
It should be. It should be. I don't know why it's not updating. I can maybe do it from
Once
my
you like,
phone.
click on the video, like it's our first podcast.
Maybe refresh the page.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Yeah, it's our first podcast on my phone, so if you just refresh it, should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so now the trick is let's go and copy this ID, and then let's join on my phone, and then that'd be perfect. And maybe just one person at a time wouldn't be awful, but I would like to do more than that.
Yeah.
Participants 3. Oh,
Yeah, there should be an option, Noah.
yeah, there should be. Hold on.
Gallery view. Yeah, okay. Just change it from upper right, change it from gallery view to speaker view or vice
Yeah,
versa.
hold on, bro. The thing is that the thing is that I'm on a computer. Are you on your computer?
Yeah, yeah. Upper, if you hover the thing and you get the menu, the pop-up menu, it's in the upper right corner. It says gallery view, and if you just click it, you can change it.
Upper right hand corner. Oh, dude, I'm confused. You've got me lost.
Here, I'll send you Snapchat.
Okay. You would think I would not be confused about technology, but I feel like an old person right now.
That's all good, man.
Okay, boomer.
Okay,
This stuff is
boomer.
weird.
Yep.
Suck my dick with that.
Okay, buddy. All right. So, have y'all blasted this out there yet? Because I don't know if people are even in here yet.
No, I haven't because we, haven't been set up yet.
Yeah, I think it's probably a smart option. But I'll be set up in about 5 seconds. Oh, let me change my name from nigger.
Probably a good move.
Probably shouldn't have said that on stream, but what is your name?
As long as Noah says it, bro. Yeah. As long as me or Evan doesn't say it.
Yeah, don't slip up.
Yeah, bro, don't pull a PewDiePie. You stupid, dirty, good for nothing. Oh, and it just turns into it just
Dude.
turns into like
Yeah, bro.
What?
Snap story.
Oh,
Of me?
bro, y'all better get out the same room before it starts echoing like that.
I was saying to Evan earlier.
I muted myself. We're not going to be echoing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna mute myself
Okay,
as soon
Mike
as I hop on this call.
minutes. So on your Oh wait, hold on a second. Okay. Okay, good.
Hopefully
And
something
then
so
on your
focused.
computer, no, you need to switch it to gallery view via like the Snapchat I sent
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, so y'all can see me now, right? Kind of.
Get out of the room, please.
Yeah, because it's echoing.
I can literally hear the echo straight on your phone.
I don't have that, bro. I straight up don't have that option.
Really?
Yeah, what? If this isn't the most. Oh, maybe because I'm not in full screen mode. Were you in full screen mode?
I don't think so.
Bro, this is a prank.
Oh, oh fuck.
What?
Part of it might be because my video's on.
Your what?
My video is on. You know what I mean? And if your video on your computer's not on, you might not get the option to do that.
I feel like it definitely should.
I don't know.
Oh. I disabled video receiving. Oopsies. Oh boy. Okay. Let's try this again. It's okay. So it won't be the worst thing though, if like all of us aren't on there, right?
No, it's not like a deal breaker. It's just like,
So
and you know,
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute myself on the computer. And I'm gonna. Sure.
Sure.
Unmute
Unmute myself.
Oh! Can I mute
okay.
people? I need to know.
Where's Evan?
I don't know.
Evan, you're muted and your video's off. I cannot hear you, Evan. Because you're muted.
Okay, Jack.
Tell me something.
Tell you just something. Just start talking like this.
No.
Is it an echo of me
on the stream?
No, there's no. Oh wait, on the stream?
Yeah.
No, not at all. You're good.
For
real?
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. And the audio's coming from your phone, not the computer.
No, the audio's coming from my phone. But I'm streaming with my microphone and mic. Like now the audio
from.
With my microphone. Do you understand
what I'm saying?
It is echoing. You're right. It is echoing.
So
tell me. Hold on.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
It is echoing. You're right. It is echoing.
Okay. Tell me now. Is it echoing? Hold on. Tell me now. Is it echoing?
Okay, I don't think it's echoing. The only echo is from my phone playing the stream, basically.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think we're good.
Okay, so yeah.
So
we'll try this
like
a speaker view.
Myself.
Just fine.
Wait, what'd you say, Jack?
We'll just try this with the speaker view, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
So let me post it on my socials real quick.
Okay, I posted on my story. That's why I was muted in heck. Okay. Are you guys cool? Yeah, that's right. We're good. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna post it on my story too. Oh, hello. Wait, Noah, how'd you make a background on your phone? On my phone? I don't know. I forgot. It was a long time ago. Okay. I need to get a link.
Okay.
That's what I should do.
Attached it. My story.
Okay. Bro, I remember a time where we would not even we wouldn't even think about doing a podcast, like legit. And now we're in quarantine and we don't have any other options.
I know.
No, turn your phone back.
Can I change the color of that?
To my phone, what way? This way? I can't see it now. Oh, maybe that's better. You can. Who's behind? Who's your background? My background is my mom. Oh yeah, she other way.
Yo, it's the funniest picture ever, bro. Wait, what? What was the reason that I muted my computer volume again?
Probably just to help with the echo. I don't really know. I don't know if you ever gave us that knowledge. Yo, Landon, what's going on, bro?
Yo, all right. So somebody else is gonna have to monitor this.
The stream. Yeah.
Yo.
I can monitor the stream.
No, you can't, Evan. You're on your phone.
Yeah, I can go on the computer and monitor the stream. Dude, I'm freaking mod. Don't underestimate the mod. Don't underestimate the mod.
I have my phone right here with the audio, with the stream. Noah, say something.
Dude, I'm the freaking mod, okay?
Talk more.
True.
No, they can't.
Now they can. Now they can.
You sure?
Yep. Now they can. Positive. Are we good?
And and it's not being weird either.
Okay. All right, cool.
So we should be go.
Bet.
Yeah, man.
Jack. Dude, this is some craziness. I was just telling you like a couple seconds ago on stream. I was just like, bro, I remember when I wouldn't even think about doing a podcast, and now literally this is crazy. This is absolute craziness, bro.
Yeah, man. It's just extraordinary circumstances, of course, and you know, it's actually like I've been watching a lot of like TMG podcasts and stuff, like, and I've just been having ideas and hearing stories that people are. Yeah, it's like, bro, we got like just stuff that's just as funny that happens to us all the time,
Yeah. This is.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I figured it out. All right, I'm gonna go back. I figured out.
You're gonna what?
I figured out why. Hold on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I figured out why I wasn't using my computer volume and using my phone volume because I can't see myself on the stream if I'm talking and I'm muted because I have to leave the chat. So,
so is it working now?
Yeah, no, it's still working. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're coming out. You look okay.
All right. So, Evan, why are you muted?
I'm checking the stream.
All right. Oh, okay. So, Evan, why are you muted?
All right, man. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to my man Landon, who was the first one in here, representing. Evan, where are you?
He's just gone, bro. What?
Why are you in here? Dude, I don't know, but okay,
Evan's distracted, bro. Hey, are you the host of this?
I am the host.
Can you? I don't know
I
where
don't
my
really
water
care,
is.
dude.
Can you mute?
I can tell. You're being
Noah?
kind of shy right now.
Yeah, I think. Well, apparently Noah is muted.
Wait on.
I just muted it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, no. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I can't do it like that, can I?
Oh, Justice. Oh my God, what's going on, man? Hey, I'm sorry guys for the delay. We're just trying to get everything set up properly.
I think it is. Okay.
I just muted it.
That's fine. You don't have to mute me. I just muted myself.
I think everything's fine.
So I was just trying to figure this out because I want to be able to have my mic on the stream, but I can't because I have also like audio coming from you guys, and which is also me on my phone, like Oxlon.
Evan.
So,
where are you?
Bro, what? Evan,
sit in front of the camera and don't move. Okay, we're doing a podcast.
Dude, I've been here. Don't worry. Don't.
All right, are we ready to get into
this? You're a bum, dog. You're a bum.
Are we ready to get into this?
I think we're ready.
I've been ready for like a half an hour.
All right, let's get. Well, okay, that's not. Okay, all right. First things first. I think I speak for everybody. Where I fucking hate quarantine. Okay, and it's been driving me batshit crazy. I hate people a lot, but you know, at some point in time, you know, I gotta see people, you know, or else I start making people up. And so me and Noah were talking about coming, you know, just producing some new content, and we've been wanting to have a podcast for a while. So this is our attempt at that. And real quick here, and I'm gonna put this in the chat. Anybody that has questions, anybody that has topics they want us to talk about, can put it in the chat. We'll talk about it to our best extent. We're trying to keep it, you know, we're trying to stay on YouTube and not get banned, but you know, we're really down to talk about everything.
Yeah, we're willing to be edgy, bro, because let me see. It's better. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is fun. This is gonna be fun, I think. Last night, Jack had me rolling. I mean, like, he had me rolling to the point where I was about to fall off my chair, just telling me different stories. And like, yeah, like we haven't seen each other in 2 months since we left campus. I mean, this is craziness, but I mean, however we got to get content out, that's going to be how it is.
Absolutely. Evan, you want to introduce yourself real quick? Tell the people what you'll be doing tonight.
Yeah, so my name is Evan. You probably didn't know that from Jack introducing me. But basically I'll just be like the moderator, and then when you guys want to hear something actually funny be said, then I'll start talking.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And, wow. Yeah. And if you've seen the last video, Evan was the kid that I berated and destroyed because he's a little pussy and he needs it.
Yo, these guys put out a fire video. And I didn't even know they were working on it until they, like, 2 days before they released it. They were like, yo, we're going to surprise you with a video. And I was like, all right, that sounds good. And it was funny. Everyone that commented and told me everything, they were like, dude, that video is hilarious. So, quarantine funniness. Jack's, I don't know about Evan per se, because I haven't talked about him as much, but Jack has had so much bottled up energy in this whole quarantine that it's all like releasing in our FaceTime calls. And so I figured these might as well be, you know, the moments when they come out. So y'all can enjoy this as well.
All right, man. So we already got a question in the chat. So I figure we should start there and then we can kind of get more material. Fear to Fro asks a very provoking question. He said, do you think you should clean out your fleshlight or just build up man-made Go-Gurt?
Hey, personally for me, all right, hypothetically speaking, if I had a fleshlight that was hypothetical and I hypothetically didn't clean it, I feel like that's like self-lubricant, right? So like, that's like hypothetically a better time.
Of course, dude. Let me tell you something about this actually. I'm kind of veering a little bit off topic here. I'm sorry, Fear to Fro. I don't even know who that is, but I'm sorry. The other day I got a video sent to me from one of my good friends, Alyssa, and it was this guy, and he basically goes to like different things and he does like interviews with people. And he went to like Furry Fest, Furry Con, whatever. And he goes to this AVN Con, which you don't know is like adult vixens, like it's porn stars. And he goes to this thing and he's talking to this guy who has a booth set up, right? Because, you know, it's just like sneaker con, whatever, you know, people have booths set up. They're like, you know, pitching their products, whatever, trying to sell stuff. And this guy has basically designed what he calls, I don't know exactly what he calls it. It's basically like an alien dildo. And you use it, you stick it in. It's for people that have impregnation fetishes. So basically these people like fantasizing about having like aliens put their eggs in them. So, and he's talking about how like guys use it, girls use it. Like it's got like these tentacle things like besides the shaft that like stimulate.
Are you talking about like a dragon toy?
Yeah, like a dragon toy. And like they put these like these, I don't even know what they're made out of, but they're like sugar balls, and they like go in and they can dissolve in your body. It's totally safe, you know. And it's like just the thought that went into the design, you know, besides like the product itself, it was the thought that went into the design, you know, like it had to go through stages and mock-ups and trials and everything, dude. I just couldn't believe it. Like it was something otherworldly to think that there's like this whole industry of people, you know, working on things like this. So I mean, yeah,
that's crazy. What in the world?
Nuts,
I've never heard
fucking
of
nuts.
This. That is ridiculous. Oh gosh. All right, hold on.
Okay.
I gotta adjust the stream real quick.
Yo, it's Talon, bro. That's your cousin, Noah.
Talon? Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. I do remember that now.
Yo, so I found one for sale on Etsy. Dragon.
You found what for sale?
Yeah, fantasy sex toy. It's $69 on Etsy. You can customize it. You can customize the size of it, and you can customize the color. And then here's the description of it. Drake the Dragon Dildo is a realistic fantasy sex toy. Tame the power of the dragon with this amazing silicone dildo. And then paragraph, indent. Hit the request custom order button to marble your toy with 2 colors. Product details: made from 100% body safe silicone, firmness medium. So that's pretty good. Total length 6.89 inches, insertable length 5.9 inches, tip diameter 1.3 inches, and then largest shaft diameter 1.96 inches.
I had no idea you can measure a penis with that many numbers.
Dude, I don't even know what to say. And it's not like, you know, I don't mean to be like a middle schooler, like, oh, dildo, like laughing at this shit, you know what I mean? But like, it's like, to me, dude, it's like the design and like all like the planning and stuff that went into this, like a whole business is centered around this. And so like, you know, I'm looking at this from like, you know, going to college and stuff, and people like, you know, taking business classes and trying to, you know, set this stuff up, and you put all this knowledge, dude, and all this like retail experience into like producing this like fucking super dildo thing that like injects shit into your ass. Like, I really, dude?
Yeah, I think Damon says it best in the comments. He says it's a good texture and feels okay.
Just okay.
Just okay.
Not great. Just okay.
Yeah, but on March 3rd, Unholy Cannoli wrote a glowing review on it. Wow! Exclamation point. I just want to say this baby was worth every penny. It's a beautiful color, sturdy, and great design. And the cum tube works amazing. Funny story, I was testing out the cum tube to make sure it worked, and I'm not sure what I did, but it exploded out. Due to the dildo's curvature, I got hit with a rope of lube across my stomach, and there was even a glob all the way up to the ceiling. But I digress. I will definitely be placing more orders in the future.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those people that like is writing like the troll reviews or whatever. At least
probably.
I hope so. At least
I would hope, right? What?
Bro, but when they called it beautiful, I just started thinking, I'm like, do people like what adjective girls, like what adjective do you use to describe your toys? You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm guy speaking, bro, I would never call a fleshlight beautiful. Like that's the furthest thing from my vocabulary.
Exactly.
That shit gets used and abused, bro. No compliments there.
All right. Hold up. I'm gonna leave the meeting and rejoin. I have an idea. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay, so this website I went on their
All right. Well, that didn't work. So that sucks. No, it's okay though. I'm not even mad about it.
Are you not even mad about it?
I'm not even mad about it, to be completely honest with you.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, I just wanted to see. The only thing that sucked was that it's not grid mode on the stream.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We knew that though. So let's just work what we have, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so anyways, I'm on
right, let's continue.
Guy's Etsy account. His name is Tom. And
wait, hold on. What are we doing? Is this still the?
Yeah, no. Let's do something else. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. I wasn't sure that was still the. Anyways, let's continue.
I mean, he has a cactus dildo.
What? It sounds ungodly.
Yeah. And then there's dragon egg butt plug.
Okay, Evan, what are some topics that you prepared for us?
Yeah, right. Like anything, please.
We've been in, bro, this is the fucking most middle school podcast ever. What did you guys talk about today? Dildos, butt plug. Welcome to Strictly Working, high quality entertainment over
flashlights.
Jack, what is your background? Well, I'm so glad you asked because actually it's a porno.
Oh, okay. I'd just like to point out something here. I don't know if you can see this. Now you can see it.
That's an Oreo.
This is my Oreo, bro. Okay, hold on. So
it looks really
normally this is what the outsides look like, right? It's literally backwards, bro.
Oh yeah, it's flipped.
It's a screwed up Oreo.
That's gnarly.
It came out the package like this.
Yo, dude, you should like resell that. Don't even resell
Too
it.
late.
Fuck, dude.
Too late.
Bitch. You sold that for so much. You remember how much they resold those like messed up Jordan 1s for?
Yeah.
No, I don't follow shoes.
Bro, I'm like, Megan shoots me a text. She's like, hey guys, watching the live looks good and everything, whatever. I was like, hey, you want us to talk about anything? Any topic requests? She goes, topic requests, : no more butt plugs. Couldn't agree more, Megan.
Dude, she just doesn't understand.
Yeah, man, bless us with some ASMR real quick.
All right. It's gonna be camera ASMR, so you're getting real close and up here.
Okay. Oh, dude, that was Chris. Dude. Let me tell you something, okay? The other night I'm walking out to the kitchen, whatever, and I'm hungry and I'm grabbing a snack, and actually we have some fresh strawberries and like fresh fruit, like is, God tier snack, And so I go to grab one of these strawberries, man, and I bite into it, and the thing's fucking crunchy. Like it's so crisp, but it's crunchy. And I told Evan, I was like, bro, the strawberries are fucking crunchy. Like, what the fuck is going on there? And he's like,
he's overreacting to how crunchy the strawberry wasn't. It wasn't that crunchy.
Dude,
it was crisp.
And he's telling me it's good, and like you can hear it from across the room. It sounds like I'm biting into a fucking Dorito, dude.
Can't with you.
What?
And you enjoyed this? Like, that's what you're trying to tell me?
Was it like
they were good strawberries? The taste overall was good. I don't care if they were a little bit harder than they might have should have been. The strawberry tasted good.
I was gonna say because like there's a difference between like different texture crunchy and like frozen crunchy. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't frozen crunchy.
It wasn't.
It was different texture crunchy.
I think Jack might have the COVID.
I'm like, we still have strawberries in the fridge. I'm gonna check, and if we do, I'll bite into one really close to the mic, and you guys can
sit here.
All right, so maybe
moderate. Yeah. What are your topic ideas, bro? Can you at least give us one before you leave?
No,
bro. Okay, Noah, tell me something that you've been doing over quarantine.
Minecraft.
Really?
Like an obsessive amount of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Okay, they're like all molding, so I just put them back in the fridge. Okay, so anyways.
Stop talking. Noah, keep talking.
Jesus.
What was that?
Be a problem. hold on. Can I set my notifications on Do Not Disturb real quick for my iMessage on my?
Jack, you dick lord.
Yeah. Do Not Disturb. Okay. All right. We're good.
Nah, so I just been playing like loads of Minecraft with Josh and Avery.
Yeah, actually, no. Tell them about the stream house.
Oh yeah, so in my boredom, I just create more YouTube channels. It's kind of a theme. If you look through how many accounts I have on my YouTube right now, I probably have like 7 or 8, and only one of them is like my main, like I watch stuff on their account. But nah, there are the stream house, a bunch of little kids and me. I say little kids, as in like Avery and Josh aren't, very little. But anyways, my cousins, my sister, a couple neighbors, and my girlfriend decided that we're going to post video games as often as possible on a YouTube channel called The Stream House. And so me, Josh, and Avery play Minecraft. Then we have a world.
That's dope. Fortnite too. You guys stream just like different games and stuff, right?
We're going to try and stream everything. Right now we haven't streamed Fortnite in a couple of weeks, but it's not really sure what's going on with that.
And actually, we'll get someone, either Evan or me, at some point. We'll put a link in the chat so you guys can go check out the stream house. And also, this will be made into a YouTube video, some highlights and stuff. So we'll put that in the link in the description.
Oh yeah, bro. Hopefully y'all get to laughing so hard that y'all gonna have to go back and watch these highlights, because that's what the goal was. At least I don't know what's gonna happen. It will.
Hey, so my man Justice, who is a real one. We love Justice. He actually put in the comment section scariest experiences. So I have a good one about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So I'll go first, and then I want you guys at least know what to share too. But so okay, back in 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, 4th or 5th grade. So I'm looking at about 10 or 11 at this point in time. The cool thing to do in our class was to have like birthday parties like at the school pool at the middle school in our town here. And so we would all go there, and everyone would be invited. So you just have like 40 some odd kids, in the pool, whatever, just swimming, having a good time, whatever. And they had like a basketball hoop up on the shallow end of the pool, and they had like a big sign on it that said like no dunking or whatever, but like, we would always dunk on it. And you said what?
As you do, going against the rules.
And so one day, man, we were just like yamming on that thing, bro, like Shaq in the 2000s, bro. Like I was buying, I was just pulling down, doing my thing. And I remember I jumped from like outside the pool, and I like did a windmill, bro, like a fucking LeBron in the Miami Heat shit, bro. I threw that thing down so hard that I pulled the whole hoop in like on top of me. You know what I mean? And this thing was probably, 200 pounds or whatever, but I'm like a 100-pound, 70-pound, whatever, 10, 11-year-old kid at the time. And so the thing's like fucking drowning me, right? And I just remember like not being able to breathe. I have water in my lungs. I'm trying my hardest to like wiggle out of this thing, And right as I'm about to get loose, I just feel a fucking like impact from the top of it. Like this whole like thing fucking crushes down, dude. And like the thing pins me on the ground, right? And so I think I'm gonna die, man. Like my, heart's rate or whatever. And long story short, like obviously I didn't die. I'm here today, telling fucking stupid ass stories and making dick jokes on a live stream. But I got out of this shit, and I was all cut up. Went to the med center, got taped up. The works. But it turns out, because I was like, okay, well, I almost got out, and then I got fucking like pinned to the bottom of the pool floor, the pool deck. So I'm like, like what happened? And it turned out my, one of my good friends at the time, who we're not going to name, had fucking jumped on it and was riding the thing like a fucking bull, dude, at the bar. And so and I don't know, dude, he thought it was like a game. And so he was like surfing on the shit. And so like, that's how I almost lost my life. Yeah, man, that was definitely one of the scariest experiences of my life, hands down.
Bro. That's hilarious.
For that Justice, I fucking PTSD every time I go near a pool. I don't even know.
Yeah, bro. I wish I could swim.
Yeah, man. Right.
Nah, so one of my scariest experiences is, of course, with the cops. So basically, I don't even know why this was like one of the scariest experiences, but I don't really have that many like crazy stories. I mean, there are a few, but I'm not going to share them here because like, yeah. So anyways, I'll say my scariest experience was we're driving with me, my sister, who might I add are both mixed African American and white, and then three of my little cousins and one of my older cousins, all on my dad's side. And we're like in Rockford, right? We're like right by the freshman center, and we get pulled over. And this I have to say white cop, even though, you know, it doesn't really matter the ethnicity. It was a white cop, and he like, you know, he's like, "Where are you going?" And my mom's like, "Back home." And it's just my mom, right? So like, at least it's not just like my dad, and like, you know, 10 other black, you know, children in the car. And he's like, "Well, you have some expired tabs." And so basically, I don't know, like I had to like leave my mom for some reason. I don't know why we had to get back to the house, but I had to walk like the kids like back to our house from the freshman center because that's where we got pulled over. And I don't know, like, it was just like a really like weird thing in my mind because I left my mom like alone with like this cop who didn't seem very nice. He wasn't very nice at all. Normally, you know, like, "Oh, no, you know, how's your day going at least?" But this guy was just like, "License and registration, please." Yeah. And I was like, dang. I was like, not only you can be nice, but no, it wasn't nice. So there's a couple other cop experiences, but we won't get into those now.
Dude, true story. I had never been pulled over by the cops. And I'd probably been driving. I don't know, man. I've been driving for a couple of years, but you and me were going to New York together, and you were driving probably for 45 minutes when we got pulled over.
Oh my
life up to that point had I been pulled over,
bro, and this dumbass
45 minutes.
Might I add, this dumbass Jack Wisniewski, bro. What did you do that pissed my mom off so bad? Oh, you decided that we got pulled over, so you thought it would be a good idea to pull out your phone and start recording because we were doing Strictly Working at the time. So you start recording and like start making jokes like while the cop is there, and my mom was like, "Jack, put the phone away." Bro, I almost lost. Like it was funny as hell, but that you were being a dumbass, bro. I don't remember exactly what you said.
Yeah, dude, I don't even remember, but like, dude, it just like shocked me, right? Because like, I don't know. I'd never been pulled over, never had that experience before. And I remember the guy looking at your mom and saying, "Are you okay, ma'am?" Like, or I don't know if he said that exact words, but like he asked a question basically trying to see if like your mom was there, like under her consent or something like that.
Yeah, it was some shit like that.
And I'm like, well, it's his fucking mom. So
bro,
his mom is white. His mom is his background. If you know anybody didn't get that, but
yeah, is your dad your background?
You said what?
Is your dad your background? Like,
no, actually,
just the backstory.
These are some guys I met at the library the other day. This is Javarius, Dontrell, Levantrius, Tyrone, and Phil. Right.
Phil. Bro.
And I am Kelly, which can be a boy's or a girl's name.
Yeah. I think that's just a girl's name. I mean, like Kelly Oubre, but like it's not gay if it's Oubre, right?
Yeah, man. Another comment someone asked, biggest regret. I don't have any regrets. And that's not even being like a dumbass. Like me and Noah say all the time, like we don't really, I don't know. I don't have regrets. I just learned from dumb shit I've done. So I don't know. What about you?
Bro. No mistakes, no regrets, just lessons learned.
Actually, you know what? You want to regret? I'll give you a regret actually real quick. 9th grade algebra 2. I had a teacher. His name was
Mr.
My
Brown. God.
And the guy, his whole class was based around like honesty. So like you grade your own tests, your own homework, and everything. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be as honest as I can. So I gave myself like bad grades sometimes when I didn't do as good. And yeah, I was always just like legit. Well, it turns out the dude ended up marking me down at the end of the semester. He didn't round my grade up. I think I needed like a 0.5 roundup, whatever. And so he didn't mark my grade up. And without getting into the details, I'll just say this made a significant effect long-term on my high school GPA. That's all I'm going to say about that. But the point I will make is, so the second semester, I just lied about everything and just said I got hundreds on everything and I aced the class. But at some point during the semester, the dude, he told the class that I was watching porn in his class. And so this guy,
I remember this.
Right. He did two things. One, he fucked my GPA, which I've already talked about. But two, he lied to the class saying I was watching porn. And then he was just like, well, we have kids in here who can't be responsible and, think it's an appropriate time to, just, watch adult videos. when I was looking at the Sports Illustrated, that had just come out. And
yes, that's what it was. Because it had just come out on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and you were showing me because you were sitting right next to me and you were showing me, and then he came over and like looked over, and like I don't even know who it was. I don't remember at all like what it looked like. But yeah, he told the whole class you were watching porn, and that was hilarious. I thought that was so funny.
So I don't hold any like ill will, but fuck Mr. Brown, and that's a regret, is that I didn't lie the first semester, because my GPA would have been different long term, but it worked out. Yeah. I'm doing okay for myself now. Just moral of the story, bro, if anyone ever gives you an opportunity to like for yourself, to put yourself in a position, always take that and run with it, because people will fuck you over every time, dude. So there's a regret.
I have a question, and I have mine, but I need to know from you two, Evan and Jack, what your favorite Marcy stories are. Evan or Jack, I don't care who goes first, but I need to know, because these stories, they're gonna be good, right? So it doesn't.
Evan, do you want to give one? And don't use some discretion.
Yeah, I won't incriminate us. That might take a minute, because there are a lot, but like a few.
I have mine.
There. Go ahead. Oh, and right. real quick, Marcy is my mom, so she's been in a couple of videos or whatever.
Their mom. Yeah. All right, so my favorite Marcy story. Me and Jack, us just over at his house recording some videos, whatever, being stupid. We're out late. We come back to his house. We're just chilling. We go to sleep, right? And it was pretty late at that point. I don't remember what we did that night, but I wake up and the sun is like on the horizon, right? And so I'm like, it must be early, right? But not like too early, but like early. So I'm like, why did I wake up? And then lo and behold, Jack is not in the bedroom. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what's going on right now? And then here it comes. Marcy just screaming over something in the hallway. And I'm not even sure what it was. And I was like in the house and I was like, well, what do I do? Because I'm up now, right? So Jack, do you remember what she was yelling about?
I don't know, man, but we were fighting like real hard.
I mean, no, sorry, it wasn't just Marcy, it was you too, because you guys were going at it. Yeah. And then I waited as long as I could, and like 30 minutes later I go out and just like get a bowl of cereal, and I'm just like, good morning everybody. That was my favorite Marcy memory. I mean, there's more, but like that's
dude, it was fucking tense. I remember that shit.
Yeah, I was up too, and I remember I felt like so bad for Noah, because I was like, I could not imagine like being at a friend's house and then like their mom waking them up. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. I cannot imagine like my friend's mom waking me up by screaming at my friends, and then like my friend just like in a screaming match, and I'm just like there in the bed, just like hanging out. So then me and Noah just like sat in my room listening to the fight.
Yeah, dude. Okay, actually, let me give you 3 real quick Marcy stories. I think it pretty much explains her character really well. First Marcy story, I was in 6th grade. I was taking a social studies class, and the semester had just ended, so we just got our grades, and I came home, and one of my friends was coming over to hang out, and back then they would send like our parents like our report cards too. And so she got my report card, and I had an A-. I had A's in all my other classes, but in social studies I had an A-. And this is reminder 6th grade. So she was like, Jack, can I talk to you for a sec? And I was like, yeah. And she roped me into the bathroom, and I remember her locking the door, and she just yelled at me for 35 minutes. And she was, the basic, like, her main point, which I can't argue with, was, why the fuck do you have an A- in social studies in 6th grade? Which it was a valid point, but my friend was over at the time, and he was just, out in the living room, sitting down, waiting for, this shit to end. So that was.
Who was it?
It was Alex. It was Ramos.
Okay.
Yeah, that was number 1. Number 2 was over this past Christmas break when we were home, and me and Evan had gone to spend the night at another friend's house, and I texted my dad, and my mom, but my mom didn't get the text. My dad did.
I know this
Important
story.
to note that my mom was carrying 2 phones at the time, so she had one that they both like worked, but she was just using 2 different phones. And so I told her, I said, I texted you, and I don't know if she like checked the wrong phone or something like that. But so when I got home, she was, just freaking out. She's like, well, I didn't know where you guys were last night, and like, again, we had texted my dad, so he knew. But she was, just real upset. And I told her, she was trying to have an argument, but I just looked at her and I was like, listen, like I texted you and my dad and dad, so I don't know what else you want me to do. And I'll never forget this. She turns and looks at me and she goes, oh, yeah. She's like, you think texting me is good enough? Well, not anymore. And then she smashed both phones on the counter, breaking them both in one motion, threw them in the garbage can and said, well, now you can't fucking text me. So now she has no phones, and she was right about one thing. We can't text her. And then story number 3 is very recent. We had the power company come out to our house because they needed to trim trees down to put up their lines, and they were trimming down trees, and obviously that's what they do. And they didn't tell my mom, and they trimmed down the wrong tree because Marcy put an end to that. And she raised so much hell that the power company had to call the police, without 2 squad cars to try to subdue my mom. It wasn't just like she got in any legal trouble or anything, but she was just, not having it, them chopping down her trees. And yeah. Oh, and conclusion of that story, they chopped down a tree by the road, which we kind of live far back off the street. And she doesn't like the fact that we can see the road now. So she has constructed a wall, which, one day, hopefully you'll be able to see from outer space. But made a fucking wall on the road out of like metal scrap and trees and thorns and like literally the worst things you can think of. It's a fucking Chinese death trap down there, dude.
Oh my.
It's like trying to cross the DMZ in North and South Korea, dude.
Bro. All right, Ev, go ahead.
All right, so this one isn't like one of me getting absolutely raped, because most of those are just like the same story. Like, I don't know. It was like probably like the same thing as Jack. Like, I got a bad grade, and then she's like, why'd you get a fucking bad grade? She's like, there's no reason for you to get a bad grade. She's like, it's middle school. She's like, this and that. And I was like, okay, cool. I see where you're coming from. But anyways, like that's like every single story. That was like 14 times a week. But this one I feel like is funnier because this one's like more illegal. So
hello.
No, this just hang on here. Okay. So we're
I'm trusting you.
Yeah. So our mom has a funny history with driving. She doesn't like it, mostly because everybody else on the road is a bad driver. So it's me and her, and we're going out to the orthodontist, which is like 45 minutes away from where we live, because that makes sense. And so she picks me up from school after like first hour. This is in like 6th grade, and she was like already mad about something. My dad probably put like the dishes in the cabinets wrong or something, but so she's like already kind of mad. And then we're driving, and then we just like hit the worst traffic like imaginable, and we're just like basically just standstill, and she's getting like so pissed. And then so she like we're just like boxed in, and she just starts like veering over into the left lane and makes the guy like reverse his car, and then she gets into the left lane and then gets off onto the shoulder and then just guns it, like going like 85 down the shoulder of the highway, like trying to get to the front of the traffic. And we're just flying past cars, and then there's like no end to the traffic. So then and then there were like a bunch of cones like blocking stuff off because they were doing construction and stuff. And there were like cones blocking off like the little like stretch of cement that's like in the boulevard where the cops can sit and like try to like get people speeding or whatever.
Oh, just like a turnaround.
Yeah, but like one where it's like only cops allowed authorized vehicles only. And then it's got like all the barrels and stuff. And then we're just like sitting there, And then I was like, what are you gonna do? And then she's like, I'll show you what I'll fucking do. And then she whips it into the barrels and just blows through them, goes through that police thing, and then goes backwards, and then just goes like 90 down the highway. We're in like an open road at this point because it's like rush hour, everyone going out to like their jobs, like out on the south end of Grand Rapids. And then we're going like north at this point because we're going backwards. And because she's like trying to get on like a different road. And then so she's going like 90. And then she's like, I fucking showed them. And she's like so into like her driving. And she's like sitting all the way up in her seat, like her back's not even like touching the seat back. And she's like so riled up, like she wants to see another car like come at her so she can like head on collision them. And she was like so pumped up after doing that. It was just hilarious.
I love that lady.
And then a different time we were driving, and it was just like traffic, and she can't handle traffic very well. And, she can't understand that like people will make mistakes driving, or like if someone 400 yards down the way slams on their brakes, then everyone behind them has to slam on their brakes. So this person in front of us slams on their brakes as mom's going like 65, like switching lanes. So she switches lanes and this lady slams on her brakes, and we come in like within like centimeters of like smoking her in the truck. And my mom just loses it and like rolls down the window and like reaches her head out the window and just starts screaming at the lady, like at the top of her lungs, about like how bad of a driver she is and how like she deserves to be like hit, like how we shouldn't have put on the brakes, and mom should have just like blown through her Honda. That was a good one.
I love that time.
Hey, question from the chat. Best advice you've ever been given?
I don't know, to be serious or to be funny or what.
Hey, take it any direction, man. I think it's a good question though.
It's kind of a pussy question in my eyes.
I think it's a good question, bro.
I think it's a good question too. It gives us potential. Go. You got anything in mind, Jack?
Do I got anything in mind, man? I'll say one thing before I kind of get into that. My parents have always, I'm not gonna get into that, but I've been given, a couple different pieces of advice, a lot from my parents, which kind of like directed me and stuff. And they have like 3 rules that I have to follow basically. Or I shouldn't say it like that. There's like 3 different like pillars basically like live your life by, and I'm not gonna get into those because that's, could be a little bit polarizing to say the least. But so I've been given a lot of good advice from my parents and from like teachers and stuff. Okay, here's one thing though. When I was playing football, because I played football in high school, I was a quarterback, and I was okay.
You quarterback as a freshman.
Yeah, I played on the junior.
Should have gone D1.
The freshman should have gone D1 according to my fan club right here, but
he's gonna walk on next year.
Did you get the text from Evan or from Megan?
Did I get the text from Megan?
Yeah. She said, "Thanks for appreciating my question."
Yeah, man.
Continue.
Yeah, but like this guy, he sits us all down after practice one day, this coach, and he tells us, he's like, guys, he's like, listen, he's like, he's like, this football team, this experience, he's like, this will be the best experience of your life. He's like, when you're, coming back at high school reunions and stuff, he's like, this is what you're going to talk about. It's going to be this football game. So his advice to us was to make the most out of it. And I often think a lot about what that guy said, that day, because it was the worst fucking advice I've ever been given. Something right now. If you think your best experience of your life was your sophomore football team, dude, I'm not going to say what you should do with your life, but you should live a different life. Okay. Like that's a shitty ass fucking existence, dude. Listen, who knows, man, I might be a hypocrite. My life might've already peaked and I might be on a slow descent into fucking nothing. But, since then I've, started a YouTube channel, podcast, and I've had a lot of great experiences. And I've never once thought, those football games sophomore year of high school were the best experiences of my life. So my the advice, the takeaway from that is that you should never, I don't think you should ever look at anything as the best times of your life. You should always be working to make, your future the best time of your life.
Damn.
With that motivation, that's kind of how I try to live, I guess. So.
Yeah, that shit is deep, Bob.
Dude, I fucking hated that guy though. He was so pessimistic. He was like, bro, he was so bad that he could play football again. Like, it was so sad. I feel bad, but like,
all right,
that's what happened.
Best advice I was ever given isn't even advice. It's just like a style of like teaching, I guess. So like Mr. Roosh, obviously, is like the best math teacher I've ever had, like ever. Even over Mr. Brown. For most of like the first couple trimesters, we couldn't even use calculators, in the class. And I have, some issues with like the way old things, not old people, but like, the old style of doing things. Like, I think there is a lot of benefit in, always developing a new way of doing things. However, like, he basically like taught me like how to learn everything, right? So like the way that we do most things, I mean, like not like dishes and like, tiny stuff like that, but like even like computers and like, coding and science and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty much like the way we do it is already like a little bit advanced, right? So if you can just break it down to its simplest form, then that's like the best way to go about anything and like learning anything and like doing anything in life. Like if I'm going to do it, like I'm going to learn how to do it really, really good kind of thing. Right. So like, not only is that like, a good way to go about like learning things like that, like even like video and, editing and stuff like that. Like I love doing that sort of stuff, but, I made sure that was the way I decided I was going to go about learning things. So I would learn how to edit, stupid news stories before I learned how to edit crazy edits and like, cool stuff like that. And like, not only is it better like that, like it's more fun when you get up to those higher levels too. So like, I don't know. I don't really have any great advice to give anybody, but if I can tell somebody, if you can go learn something in its simplest form and even look at things in its simplest form, that's the best way to go about things. So.
Yeah, there's an old saying, Noah, and it's like learn to do like certain things, like a few things really, really well instead of learning to do a bunch of things, half-assed, right? And it kind of goes to what you're talking about, where like I think now especially we're like motivated, like we're incentivized to do just a bunch of different shit and to have like no follow through, and just to like I want to Instagram and do this, and I want to make a YouTube channel and do all sorts of shit. And we've fallen victim, obviously, multiple times, but you're always better off focusing your energy on, certain things that you can put your all into and that you really enjoy doing instead of trying to do everything not like half-assed. Evan, tell us how that applies to relationships.
Okay. So I guess we're bringing this up. So I'll hit it right up front. However, I'd like to share like my favorite piece of advice, and then I'll share how Jack's thing ties into relationships.
Weren't you the one that said this is a stupid question?
No, this is a stupid question, but I have a good answer, and it is something that I live by. And it is something that I will always live by.
Can you don't.
Continue, Evan. I want to hear.
Okay, so here we go. Can I talk? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. If her pussy smell like fish, don't make her your 11/11 wish.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking nice, bro. That's it. It's over.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the best thing I've ever heard. for fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Dude, I don't want to follow that up.
I don't even know how to follow that up, bro. Yeah, I'm over here trying to give the best advice I've ever given somebody, and he goes,
who gave you that advice, dog?
Gave me that advice?
Yeah.
I gave that to myself.
Yo, so are you telling me you're your own role model? You're your own like idol?
Like, I hope when I grow up, I'm as cool as I am now.
I'm fucking done, dog. Oh my god.
Okay, well, I think I know a good way to follow that up.
Are you gonna talk?
Go ahead.
Okay, so in your guys' opinion, what % of death is worth boosting the economy for 2 months before we have to shut everything back down?
Okay, actually hear me out here real quick, man, because I have a theory about this. And I want to make this very clear because I swear to God, bro, one day I'm going to be famous. We're famous. Someone's going to take this shit out of context and be like, Jack wants population control. Bunch of shit. This is all sarcasm. This is all satire. But here we go. Ready for this?
That was the goal of this whole fucking podcast, but continue.
Okay. There's this argument that non-essential people should not be back at work. You get what I'm saying? Because they're non-essential, you know what I'm saying? And only essential people should be out there at work, and that's, whatever. I honestly, and it should be the opposite, okay? We should have the majority of people who are not essential be the ones out there at work, being exposed and like doing their shit. You want to know why? Because if a bunch of them, I don't know, dude, something happens to them, not going to say what, but if something happens to them, guess what?
No one's going to care.
They're non-essential. 2 words, dog.
True.
So they can, in other words, they're replaceable. But you know what you can't replace, dude? Doctors, nurses, people,
McDonald's workers.
You can, whatever, dude. So I personally think that we should put all the essential people and we should make them isolate, put all the non-essential people out there, work the economy, do your thing, dog. And the virus will run it'll run its course and we'll be golden. So that's my opinion.
Bro, the last time we had a recession this bad, which I haven't looked at the numbers lately, but it could have been 2008 and it could have been the fucking Great Depression. The economy seemed to fix itself. So I'm not saying anything, but like, if people gotta die, though, like people gotta die. Like, you feel me? Like, if he's gotta die, all right, walk up after school.
I really like what Noah's saying, and to piggyback off that point, I think what we're all kind of saying here, we're all just kind of saying the same thing in different words. We're gonna let the people in charge, make the decisions, and we're gonna do our best, to handle the situation and make the best of it. And we hope that everyone stays safe. And again, this is all satire, okay?
Yeah, me and Jack will be at the beach at Panama City, bitches.
Okay, man.
We got any more questions from the chat, and then we'll go to Evans?
Yeah, for sure. Somebody asked favorite game to play, I'm assuming.
Females?
What? Is that your favorite game? Is just to run games on females? Is that what you're saying?
I like to play females.
I don't like to play with their feelings, but I mean, like, I like to play with other things. I should be quiet. I have a girlfriend. I don't even know. She's gonna play me for this.
Okay, you're the only one of us in a relationship, so I think you should actually talk more on this subject.
On what subject?
What do you play with? I gotta take notes. What part of the girl do you?
Oh, you better get the notebook out, bro. I'm about to teach you the whole situation.
Is it her earlobes? Is it the part in between the toes?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. All right, you got the notebook ready?
I do.
Evan's got a notebook ready, right, Ev?
I got mine.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, all right, bet. All right. So, first, right, you play with their brain. All right. So you get them thinking like, ooh, this man's about to do some work. All right. You cuddle with them a little bit. You make them feel nice. You might do a little bit of playing. All right. Just a little bit of teasing. Okay. And then you play with the inside of their eardrum right here, dude. It's over. It's a fucking waterfall. I promise. Every time.
Like, you yell directly into their eardrum?
Oh no, you just like put your finger right there. Like this little, you can't see it on me. It's like this little crack right here. All right. You put it right there, it's over with.
Bro, no, I totally understand.
No, when you said that, dude, I just pictured like Noah just getting real close, bro, after a little foreplay, just getting real close to her ear, be like, roll over, you fucking whore, you're hogging the bed.
What is that? What is that?
All right, Ev, do you got some questions for us?
Yeah, so I know that serious topics are stupid. But like we were just at Grand Haven and there was probably, how many people do you think we saw? Like 200 people while we were down there?
More.
So probably like 201 people down there. I didn't see a single person with a mask, and everybody was being like mad closey and touchy. And I saw like these one like ratchet people. This guy had like jorts on, and then his girl had like I don't even know, like Puma athletic shorts on, like down past her knees. And anyways, he was like grabbing all up on her arse and such.
Is there a point?
What do you right? Is there anything that's going to come with this conversation?
What do you guys think about that, though?
Which part?
All of it. He's saying that why are people at Grand Haven and on the beaches when they shouldn't be right now? You know what I think about that? I think that plays into your argument, Jack, of the non-essential people need to go back to work. Non-essential people are the people who are going to go out and do that sort of thing, because I feel like it should be. I mean, like, there are two different arguments here, right? The first argument is that, oh my God, like we need the economy to open back up because everything's like going to be in shambles when we come back. The future is going to be screwed for our kids. And I 100% get that under different circumstances. Now, let me explain my point. The reason we listen and stay in quarantine now, okay, and not only because there's a flu epidemic coming in the wintertime in like quite a few months, where this thing could easily spike back up if we don't get it under control. I told you earlier, the economy will fix itself. Like, I mean, not to the extent that we might need it to, but if you think about the world economy right now, bro, we're not going to lose our like center of currency. Like, we're still going to be the greatest economy in the world when this is all done, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, so the people who are going to go out and do that and say that, like, we need to open the economy back up, they're the people who don't necessarily care about like people, I guess. Like, no one should have to die from this. Even if the death rate is 1.4% or whatever it is right now, that doesn't matter. 1.4% is too much. We can get this under control and nobody has to die from it. You know?
Yeah. What I mean? Yeah, and I'd be careful. I know you're not saying that like if you're in favor of opening the economy up, it's not that.
Dude, you don't. No. Satire, first of all.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying that nobody. I don't want anybody to die. That's my point.
Yeah, and without getting too much into it, because I think it's, for one, it's beating a dead horse at this point, and my opinion really doesn't matter at all. Like, no one should care about my opinion on this.
Mine does not matter either.
No, but can you not do that, please? I'm just trying to make a point. I just the issue that I have with it is just the fact that old people that are susceptible, that have pre-existing conditions, make up 90% of the fatalities from the disease, right? And these are never the people that you see out in public, just doing their thing. And so the people you see out in public are like kids, our age, young adults, whatever. People that aren't susceptible, that even if they get the disease, they'll be fine. And they're the ones going out, ignoring rules, whatever, being irresponsible. And, I'm not going to tell you can't do that, because, we happen to live in a free country, and as long as you're not breaking laws or anything, I really, I don't give a fuck, or I shouldn't be able to like tell you what to do. But I just feel bad the fact that like, just because you're not vulnerable, I think certain people don't accept responsibility for the situation and for the role that they play in this, because, it comes back full circle on people that, can't really make the decision for themselves. Older people, whatever, they can't decide for the kids or whatever to stay home or do, their own thing. So that's just what I worry about. And so I just hope that everybody, makes, an educated, responsible decision for them and the people that are, most vulnerable, susceptible. But that's all I have to say about it.
Evan.
And no more Corona topics, please. Let's talk
about
something more positive. Yeah. Actually, Justice asked a great question, which we're not going to answer. What do you have against Hondas? So I just wanted to address the fact that we're not going to answer that question. Thank you.
Until season 3.
Until season 3.
Until season 3, which may not or may not ever come.
Never know, dude.
Yeah.
It depends if the people want it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you guys know who like Noah Schnapp is, right?
No.
Nah.
He's the kid from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
Is he? Oh, okay. I don't watch that show. Continue.
Yeah, I don't either. I just know him from like his social media presence or whatever, because like everybody thinks he's like cute or something, but like I think I'm cuter. I mean, look at me. But anyways, there's this like TikTok guy and his name's Lil Huddy, and like basically he like cheated on this girl and stuff. He's dating Charlie. Yeah, he like cheated on this girl and stuff, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that people are saying about him, like that like he texted a bunch of girls, and it wasn't just like this one other
Back
TikTok.
to the chase.
I will beat your meat right off. I swear to God.
It's called contact.
Yeah. So, anyways, Noah, after he won Kids' Choice Awards tonight, it was like
that was tonight.
Yeah, but it wasn't like live, you know. They just like gave awards. Right. And he tweeted out after he like tweeted about how he won. He tweeted out that he sees like nothing wrong in what like Lil Huddy did, and he thinks that he's like in the right, and that I don't know, that he's just getting hate for no reason. And so everybody on Twitter is like going crazy because they're saying that like Noah Schnapp's a bad person too, and that like no one should stan him anymore. And I think that's just really stupid because he's like, I think he's my age. I think he's 15 years old. And these people are like shredding him to pieces over the fact that he said that. And then he tweeted again and he said, "At Lil Huddy, I'm sorry you get so much hate. You're a really humble and good kid. I have so much respect for you. Don't ever change and keep your head high." And that's the tweet that people are really getting after, because I guess they think that no one should have sympathy for Lil Huddy. I think that's just really stupid because like.
So what's the question, Evan?
I'm not asking you a question. I'm like asking you guys to chime in. Everything doesn't have to be a question.
The only bad people are people who drive Hondas.
True.
Noah's like, fucking easy question. Dude, I will say, you know what's fucking weird though, is the fact that our generation, man, we have like TikTok and shit. And so now some of the most famous people in our society are 15-year-old kids. And they're under so much scrutiny and everything. And I think back to what I was doing as a 15-year-old kid, I was thinking about where I could jerk off next, you know, into what I would be doing, jerking off too. Like, it's just the fucking priorities that you have at that age, bro. It's like you can't handle PR and the public image and all this different shit. And so the fact that people are just literally willing to like, you know, it's grown adults that are, you know, like they have a job, most of them, you know, and they fucking like have like real shit going on, like they pay a mortgage, and then they look at these kids and they like get on social media and start like just tearing into their asses, dude, just scooping shit out, you know, just, you know, looking whatever deep in there, just eating whatever, you know, I don't know. But
I feel you 100%.
The point is, bro, I just feel like they're under so much scrutiny and everything. I just feel like it's, you know, it's a lot, you know, and it's tough. And to expect a kid to make all the right, you know, statements and like everything for the public is kind of ridiculous. And I think that nowadays, instead of like people trying to learn from their mistakes, we are so like excited when someone fucks up, so we can be like, "You're a shitty person, man. Look at this tweet you made back in 2012. Like you said the F word on, you know, talking about like these different people." And it's just terrible, dude. Like, I think you should be motivated to learn from your mistakes and not just look to tear people down. That's just me. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Noah, your video's gone.
Yeah, it's back. Sorry. I'm texting Avery.
You're good. Justice wants us to talk about how Evan's an e-boy, dog.
Okay.
Evan, you're an e-boy.
Conversation.
End of topic. Actually, man, dude, Yeah.
Dude, fuck off. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
That was me.
Yeah, I know it was you.
Yes.
Okay. We have probably half hour left or so we'll get it.
We got as long as we want to go for this.
Yeah.
As long as you want to do this thing.
Okay. Well, let's get into some edgy shit for a little bit, and then we'll probably start to wrap things up.
Okay.
So here's what I want to talk about. So I don't know if you have noticed this, but like new music, especially it's got a really weird vibe. And you start hearing, like, if you pay attention to lyrics now, you start hearing some really like shady shit, like in lyrics. Like I think back to like when raps, like really was getting big, and it was all about like fucking killing and like gangs and stuff. Let me read to you a song by an artist I actually really, really like. This is a lyric from a song that I wrote down. I know we might talk about this. And I think the album's called Since We're Inside, and I think that's actually the title of the song too. And so he prefaces with, we might as well fuck since we're inside. And then he follows that up with, let's try some freaky shit. Eat your booty with a honey bun.
Dude, that is the best bar. Like that's the deepest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like, that's a question I have.
Your shit with a honey bun? What does that even mean? Like, I don't.
So, is he talking about putting a fucking honey bun on top of her ass cheeks and trying to like? Dude, what is going on? Like, I
hope he doesn't mean like, how you got that little extra sauce from like the turkey on like Thanksgiving, and you got your roll, and you like you scoop up the sauce with the roll, and you put it in there. I hope he's not talking about doing that with the honey bun, because chocolate honey buns are good, but like I feel like that's not the right type of chocolate. You feel me?
Dude, I just like, okay, first of all, I have to say, dude, I love the fucking argument. Since we're inside, we might as well fuck. Like,
hey, might as well, right?
But tell me that doesn't give you fucking Bill Cosby vibes just a little bit, dog. It's like it's just so excited to be on a date with like fucking Bill Cosby, bro. Fucking pudding pop and everything, dude. Getting back to his place, she's like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take a tour, and he's like, since we're inside, we might as well fuck.
Yeah, hold on.
That drink that she had from 10 minutes ago kicks in, and the rest is history.
I got a song that's got pretty good lyrics too.
Yeah.
That's by a guy that you guys might know. His name's Tyler, the Creator.
Okay. Please use discretion for reading these.
Yeah, this song is called.
No fucking discretion. Just go off.
The song is called Bastard, and I'm looking at the 5th verse of the song. It says, Raquel treat me like my father, like a fucking stranger. She still don't know I made Sarah strangle her, not put her in danger and chop her up and put her in the back of my Wrangler, all because she said no to homecoming. Demons running inside my head telling me evil thoughts. I'm the dream catcher, and she is the nightmares that I want to kill.
All right, so I really don't want to talk about that at all, but I do want to segue that into a video. I think I want to try this real quick. I want to screen share.
Go ahead, screen share that.
React to a video that kind of plays off the shit that Evan just tried to bring up. And let's just turn this shit into a meme review, bro. This is good for the chat to see too. And actually, I don't know if the stream's gonna be able to see my screen, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
While you're talking, it'll be able to see your screen.
Yeah, while you're talking, I can't because I can't figure out the gallery mode. So,
well, is it if we just shut up, will it just play my screen because it's the last one talking?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. If you're the last one talking, then you'll be good.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
No.
Share screen, desktop one, Google Chrome, share. How about now?
There it is.
Okay. Yeah. I can see it.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, of course.
And hold on just for a second. I want to see if the chat's able to see it.
Oh yeah, dude. Everyone's gonna. Hey, yeah, I can see it. My screen is the chat. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. All right.
On the screen.
Will the suspect please take the stand? Mr. Goofy, is it? Yeah. Mr. Goofy, you are here today being charged with mass homicide. Yeah. And your lawyer is here, present. Am I correct?
Yes, I'm his lawyer, Joe Rosenberg. I'll be representing Goofy today in court.
Now, from what I see here, there is strong evidence supporting the mass shooting. Yeah. It looks like here you were caught in broad daylight on CCTV holding an AR-7. Yep. So you're admitting that the man in this footage is you, correct? Yep. So you do admit that this very same footage right here from the very same CCTV of you mass.
Okay, you know what? I just realized that it gets into something a little darker. So I actually don't want to play that part because I don't want to make it seem like we're laughing at something. I just feel like we might get into some issues there. But check this video out.
You think?
Yeah, yeah. But check this video out, man. This is just all-time great animation and all that. But yeah, I just wanted to show that. And
bro,
yeah, man.
I was trying to figure out. Hold on. I was trying to figure out what. Yo, turn off your screen share.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
There it is. There it is. I was trying to find this pickup line that I saw earlier, but I need to hear y'all best pickup lines.
Best pickup lines?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. Okay, all right. Girl, when I'm done with you, you're gonna be looking like a 1993 Toyota Corolla with an accident history, because you will be used and abused and blind.
Jesus.
By the way, that's not domestic abuse or verbal or any of that abuse. It's just sexual. And it's not even abuse.
Physical. Are you sure?
Yeah,
only physical.
I'm sure.
Evan, what's yours, bro?
My best pickup line?
That one.
Okay. Let me think about this real quick. Okay, I got one. Okay. I don't think you guys are ready for this. And the internet might not be ready for this. But my favorite pickup line that has been very successful for me over the years is, baby, are you a jar of Heinz mayonnaise? Because I want to spread you all over my dick.
And that works for you. That works for you, huh?
Yeah, constantly.
I feel like it doesn't.
Bro, actually, can I give you a quick story about Evan's pickup history?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this dude last night, he's telling me.
Nah.
He goes, bro. He's like,
cut that shit out,
bro.
Evan. I need to hear this story, bro.
He got muted because he wouldn't shut up, dude. So here's what happened. So last night, dog, he last night, man, he's on Instagram and he's like, I just added so and so on Snapchat and she added me back. And I'm like, oh, word. And he's like, I'm gonna wish her happy birthday. And so he does, and she leaves him on red.
I wished her happy birthday as a joke. Let the record show.
Right. Oh, you wished her happy birthday on her birthday as a joke, huh?
Yeah, because I don't know her.
Yo, this shit ain't adding up, bro. How do you just wish somebody happy birthday as a joke? I feel like.
And so she leaves him on red. So we go to the beach today to, watch the sunset. And who do we see there? But this.
It wasn't her.
Her sister, dog.
It wasn't her. There's no possible way that it was her.
And Evan looks at me and I tell him this and he's like, dog, my hair is a fucking mess. Like, and she just saw that. And I'm like,
that's not what I said.
I said, why do you
care? It's fabricated as hell.
And I said, why do you care what this girl thinks or says? And he's like, well, because that could be my future wife. And I go, your future wife left you on red when you wished her a happy birthday. And he goes, she didn't leave me on red. I just left her speechless.
Evan, you're muted, bro. Evan, Jack muted you, bro.
You're unmuted.
Yo.
Just left her. Dude, can you just be supportive of me for once, dude? She's playing hard to get. You don't understand.
god, dude.
Dude, you've never gone after a girl that's that hot, okay?
This part.
Dang, yo, chill.
I don't know.
I would actually beg to differ. I would beg to differ.
Oh my god, dude.
You actually picked the hotter chicks at homecoming in the dark.
No, do you know what girl we're talking about?
Yes, I know what girl you're talking about, bro.
First of all, I love this girl, bro, and I have no issues. I love this girl, okay? I'm not gonna say her name, but I had a girlfriend for like a month in my second to last year of high school, so I was probably 17 years old.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Your second to last year, aka your year.
Yeah. And my junior year of high school, well, I want to give like an age because I think that's more relatable than like a year in high school. So I was like 17. And so I met this girl at a dance, which Noah was talking about. It was pitch black. It was dark. And so we were dancing. And the only reason this girl talked to me is because she was drugged. She had just gotten out of surgery. Her arm was broke. They fixed it. She was drugged up, which is the only reason why she talked to me. Pretty sure I tricked her into giving me her Snapchat. And then we ended up talking and going out for like a month. So
yo, I feel like this was senior year, dog.
No, it wasn't.
I
went to homecoming my senior year. Oh wait, maybe it was. Yeah,
it was senior year, Jack. It was definitely senior year.
Senior year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Story.
Well, I know I'm right. I'm just like, it's whatever.
No one knows my life better than I do, but
no, I'm just playing with you.
Nah,
Hold
man,
on, bro.
She's actually drugged. Like she was on like morphine.
She was probably on other things.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Wait, are we talking about
No names.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use a name. But did she only come over to our house once, Jack?
She came over to our house and Evan choked on a taco and he was trying,
it was her.
He was trying like not to like make a scene of it.
I didn't want to make a big deal of things because I wanted to keep the attention on
in his throat and he couldn't breathe, dude. And
I didn't want to steal the attention.
Every 5 seconds, bro.
You put the spotlight.
5 seconds.
Dude, I don't really like how you're making a joke out of me almost dying. Okay.
Dude, it was so funny because he's choking, he can't breathe, and no one is fucking paying attention to him. They're like, shut up, dude. You're so fucking annoying. Like, can you stop talking?
Dude, literally, it's not even like that. Basically, it was just me being a brave man and not wanting to steal the attention and the spotlight from her because
you were being a homie, bro.
Special.
You being a homie.
Chivalry isn't dead.
This girl did
it maybe with you guys, but not with me.
This girl had a broken arm, bro, and it was a make your own taco night at my house, and I took make her own fucking tacos.
Bro, come on now. Oh my gosh.
Oh my fuck, dude.
Oh, yo, I gotta find this meme real quick, bro. Hold on.
Dude, I'm literally sweating my ass off.
Dog.
Oh my god, dude.
Hold on, yeah. I want to see if I can find this shit, bro, because I gotta read it to you. This shit is so funny. Well, looks like I'm not finding it. Oh my gosh.
I do have another video I want to react to. I actually had this written down.
All right, hold up. Yo, what was that story you told me last night, bro?
It was not stream appropriate. That's what it was.
It wasn't? Are you sure?
No, it was about my. Oh wait, about the driveway or about what? About my drama and shit. Because the driveway thing wasn't that interesting, but.
It must have been your drama then.
Yeah. No, it definitely was because I was making a point about something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can't remember exactly what the story was because I remember I was telling you about the movie I watched.
But yeah, actually, I want you guys to react to something real quick.
All right, bet. Play that video.
Yeah, I know Noah probably hasn't seen this. I don't know about Evan.
All right.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I gotta pull it up, and I don't.
Yo, I don't know if Adler's still in the stream, but he said Evan, what the hell, and then yeah, in 2 different things.
Who?
Adler, opinion on homosexuality. I want.
Yeah, no.
We support everybody.
Yeah,
exactly. No, I'm saying we support everybody, but like I'm on politics now.
Yo, listen, literally, here's the thing, bro. Everybody can come enjoy our videos. That's the great part about America. We don't give a fuck about, you know, like any part of your identity, just the fact that you're
just make us famous, please.
Just the fact that you're a human being, you know, and you enjoy our content. That's really all that matters. If you don't enjoy our content, then you're fucking subhuman and you deserve literally the worst. All right. Reaction.
I think homosexuality is kind of gay though.
Reaction times. Please.
Oh my gosh.
Have you guys seen this show yet?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, do we okay. So
no, I haven't seen this show.
All right.
This retreat is full of the sexiest people in the world.
A little taste of this? What's happening?
I would rate myself a 10 out of 10.
Bring that here. Reel it in. This is literally heaven on earth. Cheers to sexy people. Thanks, guys.
I'm Nana.
Plot twist.
There are conditions to your stay here. Bloody hell. No kissing or sex of any kind.
Oh, shit.
As if some robot is telling.
Okay, so do you guys like understand what's going on here?
Kind of. It's like laggy a little bit, but like, okay. So they're on this. All right, explain.
Yeah, so basically they recruited a bunch of like the most sexed out, attractive people they could find, you know, just fucking like sex hormones just blasting, you know, like they are literally trying to fuck anything that moves.
Like brazzers.
Yeah, and they put them all in this house together, and it's they told them that it was going to be like a month of like sexual like exploration or whatever.
Oh, they can't have sex for a month.
Right, they put them all in this house. You can't have sex, you can't kiss each other, you can't do any of that shit for a month, right? And so yeah, I'm gonna keep playing now.
All right.
Me, I can't do anything.
It's not easy to go an extended period of time with sexual release.
Did she just take off her
retreat is to help you gain deep.
What'd you say?
What? Did she just like take off her thing, her top?
I don't know.
Damn, now I want to watch the show.
Is blue balls a real thing?
We'll find out.
Money will be deducted for any sexual activity.
Okay. So here's the deal. So that point that the fucking like butt plug robot just made, that money will be deducted for any sexual activity. That's like very important. So they start with this prize pool of $100,000 that they're gonna split among everybody. Yeah. And then for every sexual act, like making out or any of that shit, they like deduct money from the prize pool. Okay.
Bro, just like go in the bathroom and beat your meat. I mean, I understand for girls it's a little more difficult, but like,
bro, but listen,
go in the bathroom and rub one out. It's the same thing.
Listen, bro, this is where it gets fucking wild. Okay. This scene right here. Okay. So I gotta make a point about this. So spoiler alert for anybody that like actually wants to get into this show, which is a fucking.
You're watching the show?
No, I'm not. But like, I just know about this. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the deal.
Yeah, that's the inside scoop.
This blonde girl right here, dog. Okay, so her whole shtick is that she doesn't get it. Okay, she doesn't get what's going on. Like she's like not really with it. And so about halfway through the show, this scene happens, and she literally gets this girl, and she gets this girl, and she goes, "Hey, listen." She's like, "Let's fucking make out so that we can subtract a bunch of money from the prize pool just to fuck with everybody." And this girl's like, "Yeah, okay." So they go right in front of like the cameras. They do this shit, okay? And they subtract like a bunch of money from the prize pool, so they fuck everyone else over. Then, dude, this girl just fucking leaves. She doesn't get kicked off because it's not like that. You don't get booted off the island. This blonde girl, she just fucking leaves.
Yeah.
It's the most evil shit I've ever heard, man.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, what's up, Ev?
Move over to your right in between the two be in between the two black guys farthest on your right.
Why?
Because stream, when you're playing, like when you're showing your screen, the stream can't see you.
Okay.
Yes, they can.
Like here? Why would that make a difference?
Oh, that's my fault. My bad.
Talking here or here?
No, yeah, you're good, Jack. You're fine. It's my fault.
Okay. Well, they don't need to really see it as much during the video, but
yeah, it's okay. They'll be fine.
All right, so I'm gonna keep playing.
Sexual activity.
All we want to do is rip each other's clothes off.
Heather May says kamikaze.
Have invested in the process.
I really don't care. I don't look at him and just see sex. Maybe more can come from this.
I don't want to break the rules.
We're in sexual rehabilitation.
I'm starting to look at the fish.
Everyone's so horny.
Everyone's so horny.
Dude, they just have like horniness oozing out of their body.
God, bro.
Like,
go ahead.
Like they sneeze horniness.
Yo, what is it? That is ridiculous.
They have to be injecting these people with fucking like Viagra shit, right?
Bro, there's no way.
Because like if you watch like any like really man, you can even tell from the trailer though. These people are fucking like bursting at the seams, bro. They have cum coming out of their fucking like nostrils, dude. It's insane, dude. And like, I mean, look at even. But can we
I
talk
have cum coming out of my nostrils.
Can we talk about the film? Look at that shit. Do you see
Bro,
that?
yeah, wait.
Should we run that back one more time?
What?
Run that back one more time. Watch
We
this.
can't even see it.
Everyone's so horny.
Bro, that's so ridiculous. Get this shit out of my screen, dog.
Dude, I don't come easy.
Oh my gosh.
Dating show, dude. They're you putting this under the guise of a dating show.
How is that a dating show?
So the idea is that you have to form a deeper connection with somebody that isn't based off of sex and like surface level things like
I wish the trailer would have fucking explained that. They just put a bunch of horny people on screen and it says, "There's one condition here, Stay. You can't have sex or make out." I'm like, what the fuck is this show? Like, what? What's the point? Oh my gosh.
Dude, and it's like it's just so crazy to me, man, because they, I'm taking this, I'm basically taking this idea from Cody Co or whatever, but they basically explain that like Netflix is like embracing this new thing of like cheap reality shows because the production, it takes like nothing to make them. You just like a bunch of normal people, put them in a fucking house and do your thing, And so like Netflix is doing this shit that like MTV's been doing for years now or whatever. But literally, man, they went from something they go with the most like obscure concept ever. Like they get a bunch of people that are just like
bro. They don't get a bunch of people. They got a bunch of fucking sex addicts.
Yeah,
they got.
The girl says they're in sexual rehabilitation.
Okay. Let me speak to Noah's point. Change my mind. Sex addiction is not a real thing.
Well, okay.
Oh no, it definitely is, bro. I have one example, and Jack knows exactly who I'm talking about. Not gonna name any names. That's just not gonna happen.
Okay, well,
you know who I'm talking about.
Riddle me this. When do you just like get to a number and you're like, I need help, I'm having too much sex?
Dude, it happens, I promise. You've never been to college.
Yeah, just because someone has like a ton of sex doesn't mean they're addicted. That just means it's like something they like to do.
Right,
if they were
but here's the science behind it, right? So with sex releases hormones, right?
Okay.
Like, so you can literally be addicted to that feeling, right?
You can like that feeling.
Can you get addicted to nicotine or like cigarettes and like nicotine because that's like a buzz, like a high?
Oh, I haven't said
no.
He just says no, so that's the argument right there.
I will say this though. Girls, it's a little bit different, okay? But male sex addiction, okay? Guys have as much sex as they can have. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you literally I don't know how to put this, but like I'm just
no, bro, there's reload time, okay?
No. Like, but like the point in a broad sense is that
you say reload time.
Bro, the point is that guys aren't like, they're not like, okay, like picking and choosing their spots, like Klay Thompson, like a good shooter, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't just bro. Guys will fuck anything, dude. And like literally, this is why like you have all these like super famous rich athletes that fucking blow their shit and then they, you know, like cheat on their wives and have affairs or whatever. It's because like you don't get prepared for that level, dude, of like fucking temptation. Because like when you're our age, bro, or I should say like younger, you know, we have a little bit more common sense. But when you're like in high school, dog, like if any girl comes at you, bro, legs spread, dude, and that shit.
You're like, I'm so down. You're like, I'm ready for this. This is what I'm ready for. Yeah, I feel you.
So. And so the guys with sex addiction, it's never like a normal guy, you know what I mean? It's always like these super rich dudes who are just like, fuck, I just can't stop fucking, you know?
Right, exactly.
No, it's the super rich dudes who get caught cheating on their wife.
No. I think I understand Jack's point. I think I understand Jack's point, and his point is that like girls can pretty much get with everybody or anybody they want to for the most part, right? And so like. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot easier for them to develop an addiction. Guys fuck what they can. Yeah. I said like people are objects. Guys fuck who they can, right? No, and so the super rich guys are shut up, Evan. The super rich guys are the ones who develop sex addictions because they can fuck whoever they want. That's what you're saying, right?
That's pretty much it, man. That's the
okay. All right, that's your theory. So I don't know. I mean, like I've only ever met one person with really a sex addiction. So I mean, like I don't know.
What do you guys say we do 10 more minutes of dick jokes and get the hell out of here?
Well, okay, so there's that show, but none of us are watching that show currently. What are you guys watching on Netflix? Because I don't know what to watch right now. I'm watching like the unreleased like season 4 of Riverdale because we don't have like cable anymore. So I'm just watching that, like I'm bootlegging it. And then I'm also watching a show called Euphoria, which is on HBO, which I'm also bootlegging illegally. But I'm about to finish both of those, so I need ideas. So shoot me in the dick right now.
I've just been watching porn, to be honest with
you. Do you have any good ones? Like, do you have any that have good plots to them too?
I could elaborate, but I'm not going
to. Just porn for the plot, dude. Hey, fucking
dude, I do. Dude, I'll sit down and then for like an hour and a half, I'll just watch,
bro,
and not even do anything.
I'll give you something real quick. Have you guys seen that Aaron Hernandez documentary?
Wait, you beat your meat to that?
Yeah. I asked, have you seen that documentary?
Bro. I have not seen the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
I've seen the Aaron Hernandez documentary. What about it?
Okay, well, it's pretty good, but like, here's the deal, right? Here's something just kind of interesting about that. The Aaron Hernandez documentary blew the fuck up. It's huge, right? The R. Kelly documentary blew the fuck up. It's huge. There was a Michael Jackson documentary that blew the fuck up. It's huge.
The Ted Bundy one.
The Ted Bundy. But do you guys think it's kind of fucking weird that like entertainment now is like, it's like fucking like, I don't even know, dude. It's just like, hey, have you seen like that new show where the fucking 2 people that got molested talk about being molested for 4 fucking hours over like 8 episodes?
You're talking about documentaries?
Yeah, bro. It's like fucking like, what? Dude, it's like literally the content now is like people talking about getting molested. And it's like, bro, you just sit there with popcorn. You're like, this is so interesting.
Dude, this is the same thing. It's MTV was big brain time back in the early 2000s because they decided that they were going to try to make entertainment based off of other people's lives, and it fucking blew up. And so this is no surprise to me that documentaries about people's lives are blowing up now because it's literally been working. Like TikTok or Snapchat reality TV things, reality TV shows in general. Documentaries about people's lives are the same shit. It's just like tea on other people's lives, but just it's like more professional format. There's like that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good point, I guess, you know, and clearly it's a formula that works too, but it's just so weird to think about like where we are with entertainment and stuff. Like you go from, you know, your Jake Pauls and shit, just screaming into the mic, filming dead bodies and whatever. And you basically have a parallel of that, but in a more educated form, which is like the Ted Bundy taste, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy to me, man. But yeah. But back whatever.
We've been sitting.
Oh, go ahead, man.
No, we've been saying for 2 hours, bro. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, that's why I was saying I think 12:30 would be a good time to call it.
Yeah, probably.
But going back to what Evan was saying, man, about or I guess you were saying about watching porn, dude. Do you know how much the fucking stock and like how much revenue these porn companies are making now, man? I fucking wish I would have invested in that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, we should ask,
like a $100 billion a year industry.
Bro, we should ask Will what he's investing in right now, bro. If he doesn't say Pornhub, he's not a genius.
You know what I'm saying, dude, like, come on. What are people doing all day? Like, actually, what are girls doing all day? Because we know what guys are doing all day, bro.
Warzone and Pornhub.
The Bible, bro. I'm fucking on my third read of Genesis right now. Like, I don't know what
What is Genesis gonna help you with?
Genesis, dude, it's gonna help me understand fucking Moses, dude, and that shit. Okay, been having a real hard time understanding the fucking ark, and that
was Noah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive,
dude. I think if it was Noah, I would remember that because I have a friend named Noah.
Who's this guy?
I've met him before. He's a cuck.
My name's Mike. So I don't know who the fuck Noah is.
Mike. Oh yeah, Mike's Grand Sergeant Penis.
And yeah, Evan's just fucking Evan Wisniewski.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Dude, but like seriously, man, how are they making porn? Yeah, is it like strictly glory hole porn? Is that the only kind of porn that's happening now? Brick walls.
No, dude. They'll literally like the porn stars. They'll literally like make quarantine themed storylines.
I was about to say run with that. I didn't want to expose myself like that.
And they'll run with that, dude. And honestly, those are like my favorite like storylines right now. Because hear me out here, it's relatable, unlike any of the other stuff. Because I'm abstinent, so like this is the most relatable like porn I've ever seen concurrently.
Dude, I'm so fucking confused at all. So like
you're watching porn that isn't porn? Like what?
If you're abstinent, then how could you relate to any porn at all?
That's what I'm trying to
No, exactly. So none of it's relatable, but this is at least somewhat relatable because the storylines.
Dude, I was gonna say, if you started talking about like sibling porn and you're like, well, that's relatable, dude. I was.
Oh shit, what was I gonna say?
I don't know, man, but Pornhub came out with a release saying that like, or somebody came out with a release saying that most of like the fucking stepbrother, stepsister porn is like not actually like siblings.
Yo, Gage Martin's in here.
Gage Martin is?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Gage?
Hi, Gage.
Bro, but keyword here is fucking most. So what's going on with the fucking other shit, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
well, dude, if you watch that amateur stuff, I guarantee you some of it's real.
Dude, it's terrifying, actually.
That's terrifying.
Say fucking
like stepmom, stepbro type shit. I'm like, no. Like, get the fuck off my feed, dog.
Most of step sibling porn is not actual step siblings. But what the fuck is going on with the other like group of people? Like, we're just ignoring that shit, bro.
Bro, I wonder if there's like a whole category on like, bro, because like the government doesn't promote porn, but like I feel like if they're gonna promote a category, it'd be did Cody Co review that with like the touchless like orgasm video? Was that
Oh my God,
was that Cody Co?
Yes, yeah. I think they talked about that.
I feel like if the government was gonna endorse like one category, it's gonna be like touchless orgasm type shit, like 6 feet. You haven't seen that?
No,
dude, it's insane. Okay, so here's the deal, right? It's this guy, and he's like a masseuse, and he basically can work with your energy and like make you come, just like without, like,
but without touching you, bro. That shit is crazy.
No way.
Like, also, sometimes he does touch them, which it's a little confusing. But like, he never touches them like on the pussy. It's always like
yes, yeah. He never like actually touches them sexually. It's just kind of like,
dude,
like the only thing.
That's so whack,
dude. It's so concerning because like, if like a certain group of guys learn how to fucking like pussy bend, like this dude over here, like bro. You just fucking like text her oceans without touching him. Do you know what the fuck that means for the rest of us, dude?
My nigga Aang out here, bro.
Done, dude. The efficiency, it's just, bro. He could just fucking do this shit. Like they don't need us, dude.
Dude, that's crazy to think about. But think about this: if he can do all of that without even touching them, imagine what he can do with like sexual contact.
Bro.
This man's the fucking Shaggy of porn, bro. He used 1% of his powers on these bitches, and he fucking hit orgasm of a lifetime, dude. They wouldn't survive the shit, dude. Crazy.
It's like if Aang learned a 5th bending technique, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like the last group or whatever, the last nation is the fucking pussy benders. Like they just had the whole fucking army just bent over, just moaning the whole fight.
Yeah. So remember when I said when I was like when we were talking about
said what about himself, dude? That's a fucking good.
Oh, yo, what? That's
Noah, dude. Talk about the guy. Tell the story about the guy that could just make himself come.
Are you talking about in my mom's class?
Student, yeah, the student.
Dude, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
Okay.
No, I'm definitely not because it's definitely like classified like for her.
Okay.
I'm not even supposed to know.
So just there's some people who actually can like make themselves come like on command. Okay, they could just work themselves up to it. Like I don't know about girls. I'm sure you guys could do it too, but like guys specifically. And like, but this guy's taking it to a whole fucking new level, bro. What do you think this guy could do to himself?
I don't know if I'm allowed to comment.
I'm not talking about that student. I'm talking about this masseuse guy who can fucking.
Oh, the masseuse guy, dude. Oh my gosh. You ever get butterflies?
Yeah.
Like not Evan necessarily because he's never had a girl long enough for like intimate relationships, but like.
True.
You ever get butterflies in your stomach? Like I feel like it's just that, and then just nut all over the ceiling.
Wow.
I feel like girls aren't worth that. I mean, like, okay. And I was talking to Jack about this, and
what?
You might have the same opinion as Jack. You probably will. I feel like I'm kind of a loner. With my opinion of this.
What's your opinion, Ivan?
And it's not like a hard opinion, but it's like a situational thing. So like I'm not like for this past 2020 or whatever, I haven't been on my phone as much. I've been like trying to stay off my phone most of the time. And like I've just been getting annoyed with notifications and stuff. So I don't go on Snapchat all that much. Mostly all I'm doing on my phone is just like watching YouTube or watching Netflix or something. Or just like playing a game. And so 99% of the time I am not communicating with someone and I'm totally cool with that. And a problem with me apparently is that I don't give people enough time, or like I don't give them enough like whatever. This has just been a deal with like a bunch of my friends or whatever. And because like I'll like not respond to them for like a day or like sometimes it'll be like 4 or 5 days before I snap them back.
Oh my God.
And like it's not even my fault. I'll literally only go on Snapchat once a day, send streaks. And
that's a good thing. I mean, but like just to your friends.
Yeah. But like my point is that like, if someone were to be like, oh well, you should be like giving me more attention or like be snapping me more or something, I'll be like, okay, if I'm on the app, then I'll snap you. I like can understand that. If I'm on the app, I'll send a snap like letting you know what's up. But if I'm not on the app, if I'm not even on the app or on iMessage to text Gavin or like you, Jack, or you, Noah, I'm not going to snap or text some girl just to be like, hey, good morning. Or be like, hey, like, what you doing? Like WID, or be like, what you up to? I'm not going to make like straight. Needless conversation.
Are you trying to pull hoes, or are you just trying to like get a girl, or like not any of that?
Well, I would be cool with like just like having a girl if it didn't come with like the whole like you have
giving them attention
like every single day.
Do you understand the point of like? Okay, let me ask you this: is this for like quarantine, or is just like also like not quarantine as well? Like if this like afterwards, because like I understand if you're not in quarantine, then like you can go see him at least, like give him attention in person. But like I can like you gotta give him like attention. You gotta give. It goes mutual. Like, it's gotta be back and forth.
This is like his like little philosophy, or whatever, and he's making a very long-winded way of saying what he like. This is his quote the other night, verbatim. He's like, it's really, a girl really thinks a lot of herself to expect that she deserves my attention, and like after, and that
no, you're taking that totally out of context.
I am not taking that out of context. This is
I feel like that's what I was getting for you too.
I'm doing it in the most long-winded way possible, and it's like being drawn out as fuck.
Okay. Let me just say this. I'm talking about not in quarantine. Like if we're in school and like I'll see like the person in school and like we talk there and we like have actual conversations. I'm not gonna make a fake conversation once I get home, just like make someone feel good. Or like if someone like needs what?
It's you could just sum this up, bro. You could just be like, guys, guess what? I fucking hate small talk. What about you? And then the fucking next part of the thing. That's it, dude. Like you just don't like small talk.
Evan, here's my issue with that for you personally. Now that philosophy I don't have like a complete issue with. That's not my philosophy per se. But my issue comes with I've been called a dry texture by Avery several times, right? Because like it's mostly just small talk, right? But like if you're just Snapchatting back and forth, right? And you say like, oh, you know, what you doing once in a while, I can understand why that would be annoying, right? Responding is important. However, you have the potential to bring the conversation to lengths unknown, right? So like fake conversations don't really happen with you. You know what I mean? Like it's like either funny as fuck, serious as fuck, or like it's just like interesting topics. Like with you, there's so much potential to like do like insane conversations that like there's no reason that you should be putting that in every single day. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get her trust, you're gonna get her love, and like there's nothing more important than that. Like literally.
Absolutely more important than that.
Well,
absolutely more important than that. No, and it is about like small talk. I hate small talk.
Relationship advice segment of the video of the live stream.
What'd you say?
Okay. Let me make one more point. Then.
No, you made your point.
Okay, fine, cool. Dark horse. Yo, X-Flare's up in here.
All right, can you make your point real quick? Because X-Flare's in here. We'll do one more bit and then we'll call it a night.
Okay. So what I'm saying is like, if I'm cool and I'm just like in my own zone and I'm doing my own stuff, whether it's like I have homework or not, I just want to like do that and then just like totally relax for the rest of the night and not be like thinking about having a conversation with somebody. I just want to like rest my mind and like hang out and not like do anything. If I just want to like do that, it's not like I would, if I was like with someone, I'd go days on end without like any trace of like talking to them. Like if I were to go like days on end without snapping someone, it would be because we either like hung out throughout the day or something. I like slept over at Gavin's and then like a few days later, like I don't snap him, but like we're still like messaging or something or like playing like iMessage games. Like it wouldn't like I'd have no contact with someone.
Okay.
I get your point.
We get it.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta listen. Okay, never mind. We'll talk about it later. Okay. I do want to talk about one thing that happened to me the other day, which I think was kind of funny. And no, I want to ask you if you've had this experience at all. But so for the most part, we started our videos when we started making our YouTube videos. They were really family friendly, real PG, and we slowly kind of like, digress and let our personality shine more. And they just happen to be, more like fucking
descended into darkness.
Right. It's fucking dark humor, satire, all that shit. And so a while back, Noah put a clip of me in a video where I was talking about this guy who fucking slipped his spine and he had this issue where he just like repeatedly had orgasms over and over and over again. He would have, just constant orgasms. And so my dad, who didn't watch my videos for the longest time, started watching my videos the other night, and I was out there and he was watching that video and he comes upon this clip, and my dad is a super conservative biblical guy. He does Bible studies every night, and he comes to this clip, dude, and I had to fucking leave the room. I was so embarrassed. Hearing myself talk about orgasms like in front of my dad, like in that shit, dude, I just couldn't do it. And so it was, like secondhand embarrassment that I gave myself. It was like past me, it was embarrassing like me.
Yo,
secondhand.
Dio's in here. Let's go.
And so Noah, has that happened to you at all, bro? With like our
dude,
have you
being 100% honest? Until probably a couple months ago, I would never watch our videos with other people.
Really?
Besides you, like ever. Like ever. Like I literally, if I was watching, like, okay, other people is fine. I shouldn't say everyone, but the main people I would watch the videos with in the first place, or that would want to watch the videos around me, Uncle Joe, Aunt Leslie, my mom, my dad, grandma, and grandpa. My mom and my dad, that's like cool now. Like that's like I enjoy doing that because they actually like enjoy, like, even though they say like, oh my God, you shouldn't say that on video, like they don't really care that much. But the other four, nah, bro, like that's not that doesn't go. So I just leave the room, and they watch it. They think it's funny still, but I haven't shown them a video probably since episode like 14 or 15 because they just gone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, yeah, secondhand embarrassment, like crazy.
Yeah, dude, and it's like, you know, I'm glad that we're doing our humor and everything, man, but it's just sometimes, bro. And it's so funny because like my mom, dude, she's like exactly that sense of humor, and like she vibes with it, and like she fucking loves all that shit. But yeah. I don't know, man.
All right, boys, should we end it? We got something else. We got more questions, or
I think, bro, I think it's a pretty good way to end it. I think so. I think yeah, dude, it wasn't perfect by any means, and I'm sure, you know, you guys, the people watching, you know, got their fair share of, you know, just bullshit. But I mean, what did you expect with me, Noah, and my brother, you know? So
yeah, somehow it went from like, I don't even know, it went all over the place. So hopefully next time we can just keep it strictly on the, well,
on the topic,
on topics. No, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there should be some good highlights from this. You know, I know there was some, you know, funny stories and everything. So we'll, you know, of course, post a video with some of the, you know, our favorite moments. And yeah, you know, I'm just, thank you to, you know, the people that stuck through. Justice, man, you've been here for like the whole time. I want to give a shout out to Landon, Megan, Will, Gage Martin.
I think Avery's been in here for a while, at least. I think so. I don't know. She might have left because she told me she was getting bored.
Yeah, Taylor Stallworth, you know.
Hey, bro. Yes, sir.
So yeah, just shouts out, and yeah, hopefully we'll, you know, keep getting better, funnier, and we can just keep the shit coming.
Definitely.
Also shout out to Gio. Gio's the homie.
Yeah.
He's by far my favorite one of Jordan's friends. He's sick.
Cool. All right. Hey, much love, and hey, as just fucking heck around, make someone's day, man. You know, spread the love. Yeah. You want to end the stream?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I just, you know, stay safe in quarantine, and we'll see y'all later.